This is the series where I give you the best Rocket League Pro settings, and if this video helps you, give this a video a thumbs up and comment down below what pro I should do next. So I will be showing you Rise's settings in this video, and starting off with gameplay, these aren't his settings, these are mine as I couldn't find them, but if your settings look a bit different, just change them a bit and see if they help or not. And camera, obviously camera shake off. He's got field of view at 110, he's got distance at 260, he's got his height at 90, that is surprising, I haven't really seen that before. Angle, he's got -5, stiffness, he's got 0.4, swivel speed, he's got that at 6.5, and he's also got transition speed at 1. So there are some interesting settings in here, and these bottom two are both default. I couldn't find these, so I've just left them at default. But I do sometimes use inverted swivel as it helps me with my flip resets and air dribbles. So the distance at 260, this is more of a normal setting, so you can see more of the field in comp. Height at 90, this is really interesting. This is really bringing your camera right down near the ball and car, so this helps a lot with your ground plays, but most pros have it at 100 or 110, and 100 is normally the lowest that I see it at, so it is really surprising to see this at 90. I've not seen this before, but I imagine it works for him really well, so I can't criticize that as he's the pro. Then angle at -5, this is to have the angle right on top of the car. This helps a lot for flip resets and when you need to look on top of your car, but I've always been doing -3 or -4, mainly -3, as that helps me for ground plays. Most pros do have it at -4 or -3 as well. I've only seen a few at -5, but it obviously works for him. Stiffness and swivel speed, these three don't matter as much. Stiffness is how much the camera locks onto your car, and if it moves away from your car when you boost or drive forwards. The lower the stiffness is, the more the camera will move. The higher the stiffness, the less it will move. So 0.4 is a really good balance. So now for the controls, he uses a cross Deadzone shape, and he uses power slide on L1. He uses air roll on L1, and he also uses air roll left on R1. It's air roll left on R1 and air roll right on square. This is a bit weird for settings. I feel like all of his settings are really weird so far, but it must work for him. Then his boost, jump, ball cam, brake and throttle are all defaults at circle, cross, triangle, L2 and R2. All of these are default. Now the sensitivities, he uses 1.3 for both sensitivities. The lower the sense, the better it is for air dribbles, and the higher the sense, the better for musty flicks and flip resets. So going to not minus, 1.3 for both of these. Then controller dead zone and dodge dead zone, he's got his controller dead zone at 0.05. and he's got his dodge dead zone at 0.55. You might want to bring the controller dead zone a bit higher up, as personally I believe most people's controllers 0.09 would be best, as you want the perfect middle ground where your car can drive straight forwards. For 0.05 the car might like drift to the side a bit just because of your controller. But I'll test out what the lowest possible one is for you. For me, it is 0.09, and I do recommend that. But that is all of his settings. I will show you the rest of mine now. But if you found this helpful, make sure to give this a like. And also comment below what pro I should do next. So now for the interface settings. I've shown you the camera and control settings. All of those are the pros players' settings. But from interface onwards, it's my settings, and it's ones that I think are the best settings, as I couldn't find any details or anything online to get these pro settings from interface onwards. But carry on with the video, because there's a few important settings in these. So the first important setting I would change is the nameplate scale. It's originally at 100%, but I think it's pretty important for you to put it up to 120%. I actually got this off watching Rizzo's video, and he said that he puts it up to 120%, and I do feel like it actually makes a difference in comp. It makes you see your opponents easier, it's just all round better for comp in my opinion. So I would give it a go putting it up to 120%, as I feel like it actually does make a difference. Nameplate modes, default, match notifications, I think it has all when you start the game. So if you're new to the game, I would put this up on time updates only. It does make the screen a lot less cluttered, and it's just a lot better in my opinion for just playing in general. It makes the experience a lot better. And I think this is turned on originally. If you're new to the game, make sure to turn that off. And team coloured boost meter, if you've seen people play on like TikTok or YouTube or stuff like that, some of the time their boost meter is a bit different colour. A lot of people ask me, why is it that colour, or how do you make it that colour? And I see a lot of comments on other people's videos saying, how is it that colour? And that's because this is normally turned off and you want to turn that on. I feel like that actually makes the game look a lot better in my opinion. So make sure to turn that on, as that actually does make the game look really cool. And everything else in here is just default. So now on video settings, everything's on performance. Having everything on performance does make it look a lot better in my opinion. You might see some of the pros have like high quality, performance, quality or whatever. But I feel like most of the time, if anyone's got those settings on, it's to make their game look better for you to watch it, if you know what I mean. So when they're playing by themselves, they might have everything on performance, but when they're recording their videos or they're live streaming, they have it on quality to make their game just look better for the audience. So I feel like just keep it on performance. If your computer's really good, maybe change a few settings to see what you can get away with. But I feel like it's more important for your game to run smoothly than look better. So make sure to keep it the basic settings, and after you've kind of got your PC working well, then make the settings a bit higher up. And obviously this is high quality, otherwise your game is just going to look rubbish. Now I'd have master volume up and I'd have gameplay volume up. I don't really see any point of having these ones on as well. But I'm just a player that just plays without audio. I mainly do freestyle, so I don't think it's necessary to have audio. But for comp, it's actually pretty important to have audio on, so make sure your master volume stays up. Actually, I'll leave it here for now for you. Actually, no, I won't. It's like... But there's nothing else in this settings that are not default. So now for chat, I would also change this to teammates only a lot of the time, as there's not actually any point speaking to the other team really, and it just makes everything get toxic. So just keep it on teammates only, and everything's just default here. Nothing's different at all except from these two up here. These are different. And now for the quick chat, this is my quick chat, but it doesn't really matter too much. Just do whatever you want. I never use quick chat, but this is my ones if you're wondering. And now I'm going to show you a few of my presets. I actually think that the preset on your card does actually matter and depends how you play. For example, if I'm playing with one like this, I might not play as well as if I play with this one. So I've just got a few paint finishes for you to try. I always play better with Metallic Pearl or Exo. I don't know why, but I just always play better with Exo or Metallic Pearl. So I'd give it a go. And if you pick Metallic Pearl or Exo, I'd always pick black as the secondary and also pick quite a dark colour for the primary. I just always play a lot better like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's placebo or what it is, but I would give it a go yourself. Then for the boost, I always use black standard. I always think black standard's the best just in general play. I mean, obviously, I feel like if you had one like this, you just wouldn't play as well. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I would give it a go yourself and try it out. Then also for the trail, I always find myself playing better with just a normal classic black. Or you can use light speed black as well. That one looks pretty good. So I think just the more basic your car is, the better your play. I really do think that. So I'd just mess around with these different decals and stuff as well, and see what you best play with, and just give it a go. And that's everything for this video. So make sure to sub, as I'm trying to hit 10k subs, and it's going to help me a lot if you sub, as every sub matters. Hit the like button, as I'm trying to hit 40 likes in this video. And also YouTube recommended you one of these videos, so make sure you go and watch those videos.